Good.
Wait, what?
Clap. Just clap. Just yeah.
Wait,
You fell. Okay.
I don't know.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Welcome back to the Mental Lab. I got 2 of my homies here today, and I know like every single episode I say I'm super excited for this episode, like last episode and an episode before that, and one before that. But I am super excited about this episode. And I've been looking forward to it all day. Had a bad day yesterday. Well, yesterday wasn't that bad. Look, we'll talk about it. Anyway, my name is Charming, as most of you guys know. Hopefully, if you don't know who I am yet, I'm Charming, and you should learn and know who I am. I got a whole season worth of content from last season, and at this point, we're like 11 episodes deep. Oh my God, we're like 11 episodes deep. I'm like, yeah, I think you guys are book number 6, and audio episode 6 came out last week.
Are you famous?
We're number 11. Oh! I mean, not really last week, because by the time they were watching this, it was last week, but for us, you know, my episode last was yesterday. And then we recorded the day before that, and then the day before that, and then the day before that, and then the day before that. But anyway, guys, if you like what you see here, make sure you check out more of the rest of our content. I have 2 awesome dudes here who I'll let introduce themselves.
You can go first.
Oh, you guys are such
everybody calls
ladies first, right?
Ladies first.
Anyway, everybody calls me Juju. My official name is Julian.
Which still does not make sense.
You know,
if it's Julian, it should be Hoo.
No,
I say it all the time.
I'm a Puerto Rican and black man.
I'm telling you. So I'm putting your face on the website, and I'm gonna put the name. I'm gonna spell it Juju, but I'm gonna put in parentheses HU.
You're about the second person in my life to ever fucking officially call
But it has to, because it makes no sense if you're Juju, if you're who? Yes, Julian or Julian?
Julian.
Julian's like a girl. No, there's nobody named Juli. Even Hispanic people are just named Julian.
No, it's Julian. Julio, Jose.
No, Julio, Jose, Guadalupe. No.
What? That doesn't come in the same category.
My dad always wanted a kid. Like, he wanted to have a kid with a Mexican chick, so that way he could like name his kid like Guadalupe Santos. Why did he want a Guadalupe Santos?
That could have been your name.
It's beyond me. But no, let's not even talk about my name, because my dad didn't have another kid named. He had another kid, and he named him the same exact name he named me, Junior and all. Yeah.
So it would have been the second.
No. Okay, so before my name change, right, I was Taib Siwe Ihekoronye Jr. He named his new son Taib Siwe Ihekoronye Jr.
This was before you changed your name.
This is before I changed my name.
So he was Junior.
No, he was just Junior, apparently.
Can they do that?
Apparently so. I mean, how many Julians are out there named with the same name as you? There's probably a couple with your last name. Do you have a middle name?
Luis.
Who are you? I'm telling you. Luis. Yeah, you're straight up. Literally everybody out. You have to. Yeah. Because are you Hispanic too?
Yeah,
you are. Because y'all don't y'all take the last name and like the other name from like your mom, tack hyphen grandfather,
so my
and
last name,
brother, sister?
So it's 2 last names. So Cirillo Calo.
What?
So
he's a real Hispanic. I got 1 last name. That's it.
So it's
but no middle
Julian
name.
Luis Cirillo Calo.
See, y'all's names are nice, and it's supposed to be all romantic and stuff. Like in every Hispanic movie, like West Side Story.
Yes.
West Side Story.
Yes.
Like what's his name? Tony.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a Spanish name, or is that the Jet? Is that the American boy?
That's the American dude.
Well, whatever. So the Hispanic ones, or the Puerto Ricans, there's a difference, right? Are you Puerto Rican?
No.
You're Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
I'm not racist or culturalist, guys. I'm just uncultured.
Puerto Ricans are Caribbean.
Are they?
Really?
Yes, we
I
are.
didn't know that.
We are Caribbean.
So
Damn.
Caribbean is like so when like y'all have like the Hispanic box, it's like what race are you or ethnicity or whatever? It's like
What do you check?
I never understood.
Well, you could check. Well, I'm half black, so
You put Black American and then you also put
I
Hispanic.
put Hispanic.
So do people that look at that, do they think that you're mixed or do they just think you're fully black but of Hispanic culture? Because I don't understand. Because I'm like, I thought Hispanic was like black.
Sometimes.
Or is Hispanic like African?
No. So like again, the Caribbean will be Puerto Rico, Cuba, DR, like the Dominican Republic. Those are considered the black Hispanics.
Oh, so when they see that code, they're like, oh, he's from the islands.
Exactly.
Or the Pacific Islands.
Exactly. Not the Pacific, but yes.
Okay, so but if you put white Hispanic, what does that mean?
Spaniard.
Yeah, Spaniard. Probably.
Oh, wow. I'm learning.
Wait.
We don't make
Who are
those
you?
sheets.
Okay, who are you?
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Rigo. It's short for my actual name.
Yeah, what is your actual name?
For real.
Rigoberto.
That makes sense.
Is that two first names or is that one?
No, that's one.
Now he's talking a lot of shit about me being Spanish.
No, I know. That was that like your dad and your granddad?
It's my dad's. So I'm the second.
Okay, so well, who is his from? Because they look that Rigo and Berto. Wait,
Rigoberto.
Rigo Roberto?
Rigoberto.
Oh, so they just substituted Ro for Rigo?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or is that a substitute or is that like the real? Because Rigo
No, that's
is really
entirely different.
RO.
You know, it's different.
Roberto is actually kind of sounds island words. Italian.
Have you ever seen Waterboy?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Adam Sandler.
That's the daddy.
Who?
Roberto.
Oh, man.
Oh, I ain't seen it forever. You know,
Oh.
my memory shot. Did I tell y'all about my memory test? Okay. So I think they, one of my exams, for one of my claims for the VA was about my memory. And about like
Wait,
I think it was like traumatic
For real?
brain. I think like
Oh,
traumatic
TBI?
brain.
Okay.
Yeah, TBI. And so I had to do a memory test. Okay. So, y'all know one of my hugest triggers is getting questioned, right? We talked about that before in therapy, right?
Yeah.
Which is how I know them. But he told me that we were going to perform a memory test. I was like, oh crap. Like, I know my memory is horrible. Like, and he explained to me the directions and I started freaking out. Apparently what I thought were the directions, I had to remember that and tell it back to him. That's what I thought. But I didn't think there were directions. He told me there was a memory test.
Oh,
how difficult can a memory test be that I need directions?
When do you start? Am I starting now? Okay.
So he's like, this next portion is going to be your memory test. I was like, all right. I prepared myself. And then, paraphrasing, he said something along the lines of, there are going to be words that I'm going to tell you to say or something like that. Or I can't even remember, but something along the lines of something about he's going to tell me something. But I just thought I was supposed to repeat that sentence back to him. And I started freaking out because I was already having a really bad day, but I was freaking out. And I started crying. And he's like, what's going on? I was like, I cannot remember. He's like, that wasn't the test. Oh, no. I started freaking out more because now I'm anxious. Bro, when I tell you, and I was like, okay. So he finally helped me calm down for a second, which he was not like a psychiatrist or psychologist or nothing like that. I think he's probably like, are psychologists like type of, can they like do brain, like memory tests? Because I guess it still works with your brain. He might have been a psychologist. He was a doctor of some sort. And so I failed the test.
Oh God, no shit.
I don't know.
I don't get why he continued after that.
I know at some point.
Were you even able to tell the directions that he gave you though? At least. So
the directions ended up explaining that he was going to give me a different series, like a few different like series of like categories of things. Like I think I had like I think there was one thing that was like, I'm going to say this word, and then you say the first word that comes to your mind. And then he did that again later on at the end of it. And he told me to try and remember what I said. My answers were, I was like, that should be too hard, because if it's the first thing that comes to my mind, is you the first thing that comes?
Yeah.
No. 2. Then there was directions, up, down, left, and right, that he like told me to remember.
Yeah.
Like also in the beginning. And then throughout the whole test, he would ask me what it was. And it was like Grand Theft Auto cheat codes. Like up, down, up, left, right, up, down. Like things like that. And I was like trying to remember that. And then we had numbers. I was like, I'm good with numbers. Apparently I'm not. So yeah. So that was one of my exams. So anyway, names and words. Rigoberto. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I thought Rigo was just your first name. I don't even know your last name either. Do I? I think I seen it on Facebook.
The English way of saying it, Lazaro. And,
Lazarus.
But yeah, you go for it.
Lazarus.
Go for it.
How do you say it in Spanish?
Lázaro.
Lazaro? I thought it
was like
Lazaro.
No, Lázaro.
You don't
how do you say
R's?
Huh?
Lázaro. Lázaro.
It's only one R. So that's how my parents always say it.
R's. Man, Puerto Ricans, we speak broken Spanish anyway, so I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
yeah, yours is like,
Puerto Ricans
pig Latin, freaking,
and not to be like again racist or culturalist or anything like that, but I felt like I don't think y'all speak broken Spanish. Y'all just speak slang Spanish.
Only the Puerto Ricans,
or like,
not off the island. So if me and New Yorkers speak the worst type of Spanish. New Yorkers.
Well, it's their own brand.
No, that's a real class. That's a real classification.
So New Yorkers,
Floridians. Oh no, you're talking about Puerto
Ricans,
Florida Ricans.
Florida Ricans. So which one are you?
I'm a New Yorker.
You sure?
100%. So I live
Wyoming.
So every state has a different.
No, we don't go to any other states other than New York, Florida,
and California.
No, we don't really go to California.
I feel like it's like tribes for you.
It's probably what that is.
Yeah.
Like our tribes only
New York,
go here,
Florida,
and they only live in these populated areas.
There's a little bit of us in DC, Maryland, Jersey. There's a lot of Puerto Ricans in Jersey.
In Jersey?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Oh.
Why?
Because it's right next. It's a branch off of New York.
I guess.
Okay.
So.
I guess. I mean, I don't know geography, so
yeah.
I know New Jersey's up that way because when I went to Rhode Island, I had to pass through New Jersey, and they have like those. They still have like those gas stations where you don't self pump.
Yes, the service pumps.
I was like, what?
They have those a bunch.
The dude was just standing there. It was freezing cold.
Really?
I was like, bro, what are you doing? He's like,
my job.
I'm about to pump your gas. It's like,
what?
Thanks, I got it. I thought he was homeless. Just needed some money. I'm like, he's hustling. Like, I ain't never seen a homeless person hustle at a gas station, but all right. And I was like, no, bro, I got it. He goes, no, I have to do it. Says who? Bro, I was confused. That's
there's no more of those.
He said
got him in New York too.
In New York? He said New Jersey's the only state where like half of them still do that. I was like, for what?
Oh man.
I mean, and this was before COVID. So like I could understand like
so they don't steal gas
after COVID because
they don't steal gas. Yeah. That's literally how it started. Because
so that's why. So there's okay. So lots of Puerto Ricans live there. That's why.
Okay.
I mean, I know there's a lot of black people that live there as well.
Yeah.
So that makes sense as well. But even more Puerto Ricans, I guess, than I would have enough to keep something from the 1900s still intact.
That wasn't cruel at all. But okay, that's absolutely right.
All right. So anyway.
So who are you?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Who are you? What do you do? What do you like to do for fun?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Honestly. I mean.
I know. First off, I like looked down at that at the corner of my eye though. I didn't look all the way at it until I looked at it. I thought those were, those Smarties back in the day. But like you can get them in rubber bracelets. Yeah. And you sit there.
Hey, I got every color right here.
I thought that's what that was, and before I like looked at it, because they kind of look ashy like the Smarties, but those are nice.
I thought they were wasabi peas.
Because I know you were to flip.
Yeah. So
you finally found something that works.
Something he can eat, and something you can eat, and some that you can help with
a little bit
with your anxiety. What's it for anxiety?
It's just to keep me still.
Yeah, I give it another 20 minutes.
Yeah, until I break it.
How many things have you broken?
Everything.
We don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so you've tried rubber bands.
Tried rubber bands. Huh?
Pens.
We
went to a million.
Okay, so
Pencils.
what do you use? Because what do you use it for? You have ADHD?
No, I don't know. I haven't been diagnosed or anything. I just found out I'm what is it? Borderline personality disorder.
Oh yeah, because you called me and you asked me what that meant.
Yeah.
Was that you?
I think so. Yeah.
Tati did too. I know she asked about it.
Was that you? Because I feel like
it's because I took the
was
test.
that like a few weeks ago?
Test for the Naval Hospital, so they told me.
Did you call me and ask me what that meant?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. So I asked you, and then I asked a few people because you guys had it, and I didn't know like what I should do. So it's like I'm lost in the sauce. Like BPD. I could go either one way or the other.
BPD is a very, very, very what's the word? It's a very dynamic
change.
It's a very dynamic thing, you know. BPD, for those of you who don't know, borderline personality disorder. So basically, and the best and easiest way I can explain it without it sounding like you're like a maniac, like clinical maniac, clinical maniac, like psychosis, like manic depression, like those kind of things. Without it sounding like that, because that's not what it is. Is you have this end of the spectrum and you have this end of the spectrum, and this is the
good
like.
Side?
Okay, so yeah, we'll go left side is good side. So left side is like you're like on top of the world. I think when I explained it to you, it's like a roller coaster, right? So like you start the ride and you go all the way up. Once you get to the top, that's where this is, and then you drop down or whatever, and that's where this is. Okay, and imagine that there's no like and no woo. It's just here and then here.
Like a switch.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I just bought a new pair of shoes. Bam, I'm at the top. Oh crap, I just tripped as I walked out the store on my new shoes. Into the world and I want to die. Or kill somebody. Yeah. Or like it's the worst. And that's the same thing as, oh my God, my wife just had a baby and I'm so happy, to, oh my God, like my pen cracked all the way down here. There's no in between. I'm sorry. There's no in between. There's like none. That's borderline person. Like that line is just, it's a thin line between this and this. And really this looks like this. Mm-hmm. That's really what that is. But I just need you to kind of understand, you know, like the that is not this, is this.
That spectrum very, very
so either you're absolutely amazing on the top of the world, or the complete opposite. And it's typically not for that long. Like, well, I think like when they explained it at outpatient, I think she said something like for borderline personality disorder, typically when you're in the down, you're all in the down, you might be suicidal, homicidal, or just in a crisis. You're in a crisis state for just a few days because it's
to a week.
Very borderline, right? Very borderline before you're back on the other side. And so like it may seem like people with borderline personality disorder have also bipolar disorder. Mm-hmm. And because people are like, they're switching up emotions so much, that's not the case. It's just there's not much space in between it all. And so, so I mean, that's how I might have explained it to you. But if that was you, I don't even remember.
Can I chime in for that small second? So like in that case, because I have bipolar disorder type 2. So the episode's not so manic. I'm not hearing voices, seeing hallucinations every day. It's crazy that may sound, right?
Work hard every day.
But it's that high that you get. So once you're at the high, that's one of your episodes basically beginning, and you're kind of feeling like invincibility. Like you don't feel anything. Like you're on top of the world and all that stuff. And it could be up, like you said, a couple of days up to like a week where that invincibility just stops, like on a dime. And now you stub your toe on a couch or something like that, and that's it. Your world is over. Your life is ruined. You can't make it through another day with that kind of crap. So I think that shit is like the worst type of feeling, because you never know. In my opinion, I never knew when it was an episode of like the invincibility, like my high. You know, like I didn't know what was real happiness. I still kind of struggle with it and whatnot, but like so when I'm at a high, it's like, oh man, everything's great, you know? Mm-hmm. So like when something good does happen, or what I think is possibly good, now I'm sitting back like, damn. Yeah, like am I really happy?
Or yeah.
You know, like, damn, yeah, it could be great, but I don't know if that's just my brain telling me like, it's great because you're in one of your episodes kind of thing. You know, like it's scary, man.
It's so, because you can't trust yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, let me just can I just be happy and deal with this until it sucks, and I'll deal with the suck when it comes instead of thinking about it now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah. So I didn't know there was like type 1 and type 2. Is it like
the type 1,
3?
I don't think so.
I don't know that.
But type 1 is the manic ones. Those are the ones that are like when they say bipolar, like I'm seeing things, people are talking to me like almost like having schizophrenia, but not to that severity.
Yeah, there's so much. And I think like in one of the podcasts before, I think it was one with me and Tati where we talked about, actually it was, but my computer broke, so it never got uploaded. It's the one we talked about like treatments and stuff, and we ended up talking about a lot of the different diagnoses. But you said bipolar type 2, and I was like, so if I'm thinking like diabetes, type 1 diabetes is what everybody's afraid of. Type 2 is like what is more manageable. So I don't know. Well, but it's like it's kind of like that.
In a sense, yeah, it is. Like, so I wouldn't be like, if I had bipolar type 1, I wouldn't be taking the same medication that I'm taking for type 2. Like, I don't see now. Granted, if I go my 4 or 5 days without sleeping, obviously I'm gonna be seeing shit. But it's not like an episode for a manic episode for bipolar type 1 is where, like, imagine this, right? Like all three of us right here, but it's literally just me. Like I'm I'm still having this conversation, like us being here, but my type 1 manic episode would be like, this is happening, but you guys are not here.
It's like when I went to inpatient, and the chick, she was just having the greatest time with her friend who was not there. There was the greatest time when you were in inpatient. Wait, you went to inpatient?
Yeah, I did, and
we all did.
And then
you did too?
Yeah, I went last year during this time.
I went. I went pretty much after him,
and then you went afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, and then. Did you go to an outpatient afterwards?
Not immediately after. No, that's when I waited. That's why y'all both were in there before I got there. Because I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, he started like a week after I did.
After him, yeah.
You were just ahead.
By like
they didn't make y'all go to an outpatient immediately after inpatient?
No.
That wasn't like part of y'all like...
No.
Okay, so
I asked about it though.
With an inpatient, outpatient, as we talked about it... No, we didn't, because the episode never uploaded. Okay.
What's inpatient and outpatient?
In regular terms, like when you think like a hospital, like you go to a hospital to get checked out or whatever, and while you're there, they're like, we have to, admit you for whatever your situation is. No, I mean like a regular dehydration. You're extremely dehydrated, and like we need to keep you like overnight and admit you, and so you go inpatient. And then after you get checked out, they will typically follow up with an outpatient treatment to make sure that like your hydration and your nutrition is good. And so they would tell you to come back or whatever. But it's the same thing with like psychiatric care. Okay, words. I got that
Got
one.
it.
So the same thing with like
Right
psychiatric care, like where you would go to an inpatient and afterwards they would send you to an outpatient. So that's just, they were like, yeah, you got to go to outpatient. I was like, I was already an outpatient when you're already an outpatient when you got sent to inpatient. Yeah, they're like, typically people don't go down. Outpatient was my trigger. Thank you for explaining that to me again, and thank you for telling me I gotta go back because I didn't like it there. Jesus, that's why I got sent there from inpatient or outpatient.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was having the worst time.
Like, that's insane.
I was having the worst times there. Like before y'all got there, I'm telling you, that's why the whole time Brielle, she was always just like, you come so far. I'm like. One of these days, I hope she watches our podcast, and I didn't mean to say her name.
You know what?
I'll tell you how I really feel.
All right, guys. So, how I've been? I knew it was.
Got it.
I knew it was gonna happen. Like my spidey senses were tingling. That's why I was like, oh crap. So anyway, I've been like that, ready to erupt, I guess. So
that could go one two ways.
Both actually. Okay. I've been doing a much better job sexually.
Really?
Yes. And I've been limiting my porn intake and consumption. So real briefly, which I want to talk about it in one of the audio podcasts coming up. I found out that my porn addiction isn't necessarily a porn addiction. And my masturbation is the addiction. Okay? And that I was using porn to masturbate. Right? Okay, so my psychiatrist told me to try not using porn to masturbate and just to separate the two. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I can try that. I can do that. Whenever I first started about trigger warning. Okay. So
there you go.
All right, guys. So as always, I gotta give a trigger warning just to make sure y'all good. And plus, we talk about things here on the podcast. And this episode, as I'm about to get into, that may be triggering for a lot of people, whether emotionally or like trigger wise, or whether it's things with like drug and alcohol things. As you see, we are drinking blue juice. What juice is blue? Is there any blue juice?
No.
Blue raspberry. Is that juice?
Not blue.
Whoa.
There's no such thing as a blue.
Look, we're drinking blue raspberry here.
Oh man.
No, like blue bananas.
Blue bananas? Like blue balls?
No. I was talking about a legit fruit.
Blue bananas and blue balls is sex. Sex, sex,
let's get back
alcohol, porn, masturbation, things with family. We talk about all types of things here on the podcast. Like I said, in this episode and all the episodes. So if you, at any point in time during this episode or any of the rest of our podcast, you find yourself triggered, what I want you to do first is go online. I want you to find your nearest beach with sea turtles. I want you to go down to the sea turtle beach with a good old nice pair of buddies with you. I want you to clean up the beach and take all the little plastic off the beach and all that kind of stuff, just to kind of make you feel a little bit better, right? That make you feel better.
Question.
What?
What if there's your hand?
Yes, Rigo.
What if there's no beaches in my state?
If there's no beach in your state, then I want you to go to the nearest beach. I said the nearest beach. If the nearest beach is 800 miles, well, look, you have 800 miles of driving or flying or whatever the case may be to calm down and feel good about what you're going to do. And then you have 800 more miles back home to be happy about what you did do. Once you finally get back home, I want you to go to our website.
Damn, that's going to take a couple weeks.
just because you're thinking about some blue raspberry juice. I want you to go back home. I told you I can't make my trigger warnings too bad. I want you to go back home and go to our website, officialmentallab.com/resources. You can find over 90 at this point, 90 different resources, all broken down into different categories for you to sort through for your type of situation. Not all the time is it going to be something as much as like you need to get admitted into inpatient as with us. But if you do find yourself triggered, then those kind of resources will help you out. So make sure you go. Also, right now we have our newest sponsor and our newest resource. There we go. Resource up at the top. So check them out. It's called the Addiction Center, and they help out with lots of different things where it deals with mental health and addictions and how mental health can lead to certain addictions and how certain addictions can lead to mental health. So make sure you check them out because they're doing a lot of great things and they're growing. And also they're helping us out by sponsoring us. So that's y'all's trigger warning. Back to sex. So if sex is a thing for you, which I understand heavily how much that could be, triggering sex. So like I said, he told me to try masturbating without porn and to watch porn without masturbating. And so I was like, okay. I was like, tonight, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do regular. But tomorrow I'll try. Tomorrow I'll try. So
first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Alarm clock, going at it.
So he even told me like plan specific times to do it. Like he's like 5 o'clock, you're going to masturbate. And then 7 o'clock, you're going to watch porn. And so we tried that. I tried that. It was good. It was successful. It worked. Then at SAA, we talked about a bunch of different things and it got me thinking. And so I kind of talked about it with my psychologist, and what I ended up telling her is that I know a lot of the porn stars that I watch from when I lived in Arizona, and I would go to San Diego, to the nude beach out there. And there were a lot of different porn studios out there. And I met a lot of those different people. Eventually, like I was dating this guy who brought me there first. It was real cool. We ended up breaking up or whatever, or he ended up ghosting me. And I started going and meeting a lot of them and like hanging out with them. And yes, I did have sex with a few of them, but not much because they were really good friends. And this was like a few months before I came out here. So like I was like cool with them. Like we had a good time. I really supported them, and like they're just kind of like my boys. What my therapist, my psychologist ended up saying is, I think that makes sense. Because like a few weeks prior, we had talked about my loneliness and like how hard it is for me to just be alone, and, like go to sleep alone and all these different things. And she realized, and she was like, wait, maybe you're not addicted to porn. Maybe that's where you go to have community and have a sense of belonging, because those are your friends that you're supporting. And that's like, she's like, the last time you were really happy was before you came here. And those were the people that you used to hang out with. And I was just like, oh my gosh. She's like, yeah, it's not because of the addiction to sex and masturbation. It's just, those are your friends and those are people you know and you care about. And like and I was like, oh my God. And like, that changed my entire mindset. And like, now that's not the case with everybody. Like, I can't just go to SAA. What I did go to SAA and I told them that thing. But I mean, a lot of them don't know porn stars. So, I mean, it's not the same case, but it was definitely a good way to like shift my perspective of like, I'm feeling like porn just takes over me. And that's not the case. It's just, I don't have, as much, I feel so lonely. And when I feel lonely, the loneliest every day, sometimes 3-4 times a day,
hey,
I resort to the porn because those are my boys.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. I even told her about a lot of different times that I would cry during porn. One of my boys in the porno, obviously it was acting. He got proposed to, and it was just
No, yeah.
You got emotional for him.
Bro, I was bawling because not only was I like happy for him, even though I know it's fake, which. Two of the porn stars I did know. Well, I didn't know the one of them. Anyway, they got married in real life. I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of y'all. But whatever. And the one porno, the dude like proposed to him. And it was just so much for me. Plus, I'm like, I'm never going to get married again. I'm worthless. I just wish I could have this life and all these different things. So it was a lot. But like, yeah. So just like this bottle ready to explode, I have been I have been better. I have been taking care of, myself sexually. But I mean, besides that part, mentally, I've been, what I say, like, I feel like the waters are like trembling, like fast, like the water was before I turned everything down. But I was just like laying on top because I got things to do, like, like floating on top, even though I can't swim. Just float on top. I got things to do. I got the podcast film. I cannot let all the trembling waters and all the stuff and the sharks and stuff get me right now because I got stuff to do. But it's definitely there. And any little thing would just send me under, like yesterday. But yeah, I'm still not ready to talk about yesterday. Yesterday was bad.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Yesterday was real bad. But anyway, so that's how I've been. Ready to explode. Erupt. What about y'all? What's going on, y'all? I haven't seen y'all in a week, like I said. I haven't seen y'all in a week.
Ooh.
Well, like I said, we were talking about earlier, I was actually recommended to go back to inpatient.
That's nice. I was talking to somebody who can't remember and telling them how much I've always wanted to go back to inpatient because it's so. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if I get told that I have to go, then it's kind of scary. Cause it's like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. Like I've been thinking about it. I really have recently. Like, I do want to go. If I'm not gonna sit behind the scenes and fucking call bullshit on it, I do want to go. But I'm going to see my daughter this weekend and stuff like that. Saturday's my birthday. My birthday's on Christmas, December 25th, 93. Turning 28.
So old.
They're gonna give you a social security number too.
Anyway. So yeah, man. So like when I talked to the doctor, she was like, how do you feel about going inpatient? I told her, I just looked at her, I was like, man, I can't do that. Not right now. Like 96 is starting tomorrow. Like I'll never forgive myself if I miss out this opportunity. So basically what's been going on is I just had to leave my last unit. They already know the story, so just had to leave my last unit randomly without any heads up. I got a week notice before I had to do that. I thought I was going to get out of the Marine Corps from that unit. Apparently that wasn't their plans for me. So in a rapid motion, I had to get out. Switch units, go back to where I was before. So this leaves us to where now I've been with this unit for 3 years. They have all my knowledge, right? Mm-hmm. They know about all my injuries, all my psyche and everything. So they were on board with everything, like they already knew where I was. Now this new unit is asking for everything.
Oh yeah.
Everything.
Oh yeah.
And it was more like kind of like that crack deal where they would say, you don't need to do this because obviously we know you're not capable of it. Like you can't, like,
because they don't know.
No, Mike. So like where I was, Alpha, like they knew, like for my feet. Remember when I had both my feet broken? Yeah. They knew that. Oh, he can't PT. Like,
okay,
he can't run his PFT, can't run CFT. But they never really needed that paperwork because they were there when I broke my feet. Exactly.
Yeah.
Here they're like, yeah, we need this, that, and the third. It's like I haven't had that for like a year and some change because they never needed it. Yeah. And now my new unit's basically saying, no, like
all that new stuff.
You don't have a choice. Like you need this,
or if not, you're going to do that.
Yeah, you're running a CFT. I was like, we were just talking last week about getting a back surgery. There's no way I'm going to be able to run a CFT. Yeah. And now they're like, no, you can't do that. You're going to need some paperwork. So I go into medical today. Christ. And I'm trying to wrap my head around everything. Dr. J, she's like, yeah, you can do this, and that. I'm calling everybody. Everybody's like, on my new unit now, they're like, yeah, you need to set up an actual appointment, but our next available appointment is until February.
Yeah. Sorry, calendar on app 7 days.
Speaking of technology,
that's my Siri. Thank you.
Let me make sure everything's still recording.
You want to get some beer?
Yeah, you need to grab another.
Oh yeah,
blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry.
Yeah, man. So that's how my day went as far as everything, and I just what was it? I got back home. I was supposed to go back to work.
Yeah, you were supposed to go back.
I was supposed to go back to work. I looked. I went over there. got back in my bed. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
And Rigo comes in about
Rigoberto.
20, 30 minutes after I get in, laying in bed. He's like, what you doing? So I'm going to take a fucking nap. But I'll be back to work at 1 o'clock.
Oh my God.
Here we are, waking up at 6
Yeah.
6 p.m.
Good.
Talking about, hey, we need to go to
Yeah.
Charles Place, you know? So,
Screw them.
yeah. So, all in all, it's basically everybody giving me the wraparound. I need all this stuff, but I can't get all this stuff because nobody's willing to work with me at the hospital and stuff like that. So, and
your doctor thinks that you have a high potential to go into like a crisis situation.
oh, I tried it. I was gonna overdose last week. If I'm gonna be honest. Like it's
Because of all that stuff, yeah.
and she knows. Like
Yeah, obviously, being honest.
Yeah, like I don't lie to her about the situation because last
She's
time I
only there
lied.
to help you out.
Yeah,
And that's kind of part of the initial safety plan. People just got to learn. You got to learn how to tell
exactly.
certain individuals what's really going on and what you really mean by like certain things. Because what I think all three of us have been in a very suicidal state, right? And if nobody knows like the signs, like our signs, because obviously like things are not as we all know, like on the podcast, I really want to make sure that like things are not as stereotypical. Like mental health isn't as stereotypical as people think. Like, oh yeah, so he was really happy and all of a sudden he was just really sad. We like everybody has their own things that like, because I plan my stuff out in far in advance, and it takes like thought and processing and all this stuff during that time. And once I know what I'm going to do, and it still takes time for me to get everything ready. And I'm really manipulative about it. I lie to so many different people, and like there's lots of different signs that you would never even notice about it. And I think a lot of people don't. I think people that need to know that kind of thing are like your therapist and like a support friend, like that. But it's hard to tell them that kind of stuff because it's like in that time, this is what I want to do because this is what I need. This is what the world should allow me to do because this is me, right? Yeah,
it's my body, my life. If I want to end it, if I want to get rid of myself,
you should be so caring as to just say, I understand. Yeah.
But and then it's that time of acceptance of like, we know what we want to do, but we also know that it's not the right thing to do.
Exactly.
And now, obviously, getting past all the points, I don't want to cut into your guys' stuff, but obviously we all know what we've gone through in certain points. Yeah. So it's like, I know it's not the right thing. I know I need to tell somebody because even though I don't want the help, I feel like somebody's going to want me to get the help. I want to be selfish, but I can't be that selfish, for the people around me, because obviously we're not alone. I mean, we like to have that thought of like, I feel so alone right now. We're not. We have each other right now, like we have our families, we have our friends, like the people that really care about us and stuff like that. So even at my lowest, it's like, I know I shouldn't do it. I want to. Everybody, like everything in me knows like, if you do it, you're fine.
Yeah.
I know for myself and especially my daughter, man, it's like I can't do it. I can't.
That's
more
what's
so,
stopping.
Yeah.
That stops us.
It is. Exactly.
It stopped me, it stopped you.
Well, I mean, I want to say stop me.
Almost. She popped in your head.
Immediately. Like, so that happened my first suicide attempt. It was kind of like, as soon as it happened, because I took a million freaking pills. And as soon as it happened, man, it was just like, shit. Yeah. Now it's real. Now it's fucking real. Like
when you started feeling all that.
Yeah.
And you're just going out and and you can barely think because you're just like so heavily, like, it feels like something just pulling you down.
Yes.
Yeah. And the only thing you can think is like one random thing that pops up, and that's your daughter.
It was my daughter. And it was literally just looking at her and like looking at her face, seeing her smile, and I was like, damn, I fucked up. I fucked this one up. I really did. at one side. So one end of the spectrum was like, this is the worst thing to do. But another side was, maybe this is for her to be better in life, to live without me. Like bringing her, again, just getting too deep into it. But it was both sides. But it was worrisome for me me to think like she might have to live alone without her father, and it hurt. But
you know what hurts even more? Like I'm very glad that you're still here, as with you, as am I. But one thing that really hurts, because I know there are lots of people who do have kids. One thing is like we do start thinking like her life would be better without me.
yes.
But
Yes.
the thing that we forget about is but will her life be better knowing what happened to me?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that, I think that is sometimes, if we can remember that part when we're in that moment, is like, because I mean, I couldn't even imagine like anybody in my family, my sister attempted suicide, but I could not imagine like the trauma, right, of my family member, like my mom or my dad or my brothers and sisters, committing suicide and completing it, you know, like that would just break me, especially knowing that they just want me to have a better life. It's like, you want to have a better life?
Yeah.
Maybe if like God just took me or, you know, things like that, then it's like, okay, you know, like that is something I can get past. But like, even as a kid, like you don't really understand all the time. And then as you grow up, you learn more about things. It's like, Dad,
Yeah.
I understand, but Dad, you know, and that's why I'm like, that's something to think about. I mean, I ain't got no kids. I got many.
So oh, that's baby girl.
I mean, she done saved me 2 times now, like 2 whole times now. But I mean, I could not imagine having actual children who.
So I'm gonna tell you why my attempts are always something in that sense. So I've never had the thought of using any kind of weapon. I never thought about the sense of like self-inflicting harm as far as like evidence of a suicide. So I take a lot of medication. I've been diagnosed with a lot of mental health.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's very easy to mix up medications.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy to take a little bit extra, and it be accidental.
Especially with the knowledge of the if you know the meds, it's easy.
Exactly. So that's why
accidental.
And that's why I've always done it. Like the most recent time I took some extra sleeping medication, my hydrocodones, and I was drinking actually when I was doing it. So I knew it would look accidental. I knew it wasn't gonna be like.
Yeah.
And that's hopefully my daughter watches this and doesn't see. Oh, thank you very much. Hopefully my daughter doesn't. Hopefully I don't ever become successful with the suicide, and my daughter sees this and she knows that it was for her to make it not so dark, not so gruesome for her to see. You know what I mean? So.
Well, you know.
Mine was different.
I'll try try my hardest to make sure it gets to her if that ever happens. But you know, I'm glad it has not happened. Yeah, what happened?
Mine was different. I mean, I was living with a different roommate, and he had different weapons. Like, I mean, it was also loaded, and I was just getting ready for my kids to come over because it was my turn for the first time going through that whole divorce or separation or whatever. Cleaning up. His pistol was on his little mini cooler. And I didn't want my 7-year-old to come in that room. So I double checked everything. And I've always had the thought of killing myself, even when I was younger and everything. I know I've attempted when I was younger. I just block it out.
Mm-hmm.
But now with more therapy, it's like everything will come out.
Yeah.
But yeah, his gun was loaded. I picked it up. I knew it was loaded because it was already racked back and everything. So I actually put it against my head like a day or couple hours before my kids showed up. So, but then it's like I stopped because I received that phone call from my kids. So it's like, what the fuck am I doing? Put it in the closet. And I told my roommate right away to get rid of it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Jesus,
But
that's good.
that was,
I still got the same knife that I cut myself with, and
I mean,
my friend took that from me, and I it's like I'm good now. Give it back.
No, you gotta get rid of that shit.
Yeah,
It's that negative
Yeah.
energy, man.
Yeah, but that's really good.
yeah, but then there's other times and it's just, I don't plan mine because then it's like someone will find it. So I always think ahead of everything. And that's why I'll cover my tracks. I always look behind me. I'll always fake. Told my therapist this. I fake the emotions
Happiness.
because everyone is gonna search and look for those keyword or whatever they learned in school or whatever wherever they learned it about suicide and everything. But that's not always the truth. It's not gonna be always the same thing.
It never looks the same.
No, it doesn't. Because other people learn and adapt. And freaking
We get good.
get good at it.
Get good at faking it.
So it's like
And that first episode that me and Tati did, Masters of Deception. That is
exactly.
That is us.
Yeah.
So,
God, that's
I mean,
us.
did different times. But I'll just like I always know, like, that's why I look around everywhere. If I have to fight for like against someone, I know what I'm grabbing. I told my therapist like I already sized up the corpsman at the air station. Like I keep around.
I feel like I remember you talking about this before.
The corpsman?
Yeah, even in
You gotta
outpatient,
always know. You gotta
That's-
always know either an escape plan or a plan
Yeah.
to survive.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
That's
like
Mad Dog Mattis'. I think that was Mad Dog Mattis' like mindset.
Have a plan to kill.
Has a plan to kill
Okay,
everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
no matter what. And I told my therapist, and she changed her whole mood and emotion after that. She kind of like sit a little across because I started telling her what I would use because she asked me and what I would do and what would happen. So it's I guess it's learning from childhood of different things you grow up through and everything.
Yeah.
Especially with military knowledge, it's like, all right, now I can use this against it. It's
no
like,
crap,
what?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, oh damn, I'm talented. Like,
Yeah.
I can use that cardboard box to take myself out. Think about it, you know. Like,
I know where
One
I'm
mind,
going.
any weapon.
any weapon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, well, like I said, I'm glad that y'all both still here. I'm glad that I'm still here. I have not wanted to die in a very long time.
That's good.
And so even when I overdosed, I wasn't trying to die. Actually, I was trying to just escape my brain. But, you know, I'm really glad that y'all are. And like I said, like y'all with y'all kids,
Yeah.
that's a lot. I know that's a lot. And a lot of times I feel like that can put more pressure on you.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
Just like trying to.
knowing like, God, like,
This is a whole human.
I need
bro.
this, but like, and like obviously I don't want to make light of suicide, which obviously you guys by now know that like you don't come here to sit here and cry the entire hour and a half, hour 45 minutes that the show goes on.
Yeah.
That's not the point. You know, the point is always to show like who we actually are. We don't walk around like I'm currently suicidal or I was currently suicidal and now I'm just still down because, you know, I still hate life. You know, like
Yeah.
we can, you know, like live our lives, you know, day to day, hour by hour, sometimes minute by minute, sometimes. And in this minute, in this moment, I felt a little bit better. Like because a lot of people think that like just because you have a diagnosis, or even if you don't have a diagnosis,
Yeah.
or you might be just going through things and things are tough. Like just because, you know, like somebody in your life passed away means that for the next 6 months, you have to be extremely sad and you can't smile and you can't laugh. You know, like a lot of people think that kind of stuff.
That's
That's not the case.
No, not at all. We still laugh. We enjoy ourselves. Like we enjoy each other's company and stuff like that. But there is moments where I just sit, like, let's say I go take a piss and just something hits me for a second, like, man, you're still depressed. You know? Let me wash my hands. wash my face, and I'm gonna go out there and I'm good. I'm good.
Try.
You know.
And then there's sometimes where you legitimately can't.
And
that's just how it goes. But it ain't all the same with everybody.
Exactly.
It ain't. People be like, "Oh my God, you're so like outspoken and outgoing, and you love being around people. How do you hate being around people?" Because I do, and it causes me so much stress just to be around a lot of people. Like, sometimes, I'm like, okay, well, I enjoy doing this activity, so I do this. Like karaoke, for instance, with me. But like other times, it's like, I can't do this, like, and it's just, But anyway, hopefully, guys, we'll get into a lot more of that kind of stuff. Before we get into all that, I got to get the formalities out of the way, all the regular stuff that we always do. If you made it to this far in the video, obviously you're enjoying the kind of stuff that, we do here in the Mental Lab. So make sure you check out our website because we got a lot more stuff. Vlogs, blogs, do live streams as well. Audio podcasts and video podcasts, which are different. This is obviously season 2, the Human Library, and where you get to read human books. But you get to read them. They're the books, right? You guys already know.
Oh, man.
You guys already know. But if this is your first time here, if you're watching from YouTube, make sure you subscribe, you like and follow. If you're watching from anything else or listening from anything else, make sure you also, join our community. You can also join our community by just going to our website. We got a bunch of different stuff over there. We got events coming up, live events. We have like telecommunicable events, like over the internet, like Zoom.
Zoom meetings, like
Zoom stuff. We can do all those kinds of things.
Yeah, that stuff.
All the resources. Also, check out the merch. Like this Adidas. No.
Yeah.
Bam. Okay, there you go. Bam. Check out the merch. We always have new merch going up. Every episode, we take a quote or something from what the books say. A sentence. Oh, we take a sentence from what the books say. Yeah. I don't know why.
Now we're playing this memory shit that we were talking about. Now I don't feel comfortable. I
take a sentence from what the books say that is, either inspiring or intriguing, funny or comical, whatever. And we put it on some merch so that way you guys can also support and you can rock your favorite books content. Or do books have content? They have content.
They do.
You can rock your favorite books quotes. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
In the wise words of Juju, why not?
Why not?
Well, why not? But remember, though, the merchandise is not like going out of my pockets or anything like that. It goes straight back to you guys and the community. We donate to Mental Health America. And in addition to that, we also want to be able to eventually give grants to families and people, who are in need. Because I don't know if y'all ever saw, I think, we talked about it before in group chat when we got our like inpatient bills, like our outpatient bills.
A lot.
Yeah, like $12,000 for like 1 month of outpatient, $17,000 for 8 days of inpatient. Yeah, like stuff like that. Like it can be expensive, and so the goal eventually is to be able to help people out with just like a few sessions of like therapy or something to be able to like get family members or something like that. Like feeling better. So it goes right back to you guys. But so that's all that things. Before we get into the rest of the episode, I want to give an awesome brief word from our sponsor, given by the much more handsome, much more beautiful, charming, who's upstairs. Today's video sponsor. Hey guys, really quickly, I just want to break away from the episode to briefly talk a little bit about today's video sponsor, which is Anchor, which is a podcast streaming service, and pretty much they're like all we use to stream all of our podcasts. You can actually utilize their tools to create a podcast, record on there, edit, add things in, take things out, upload, and they'll do like all the rest of the distribution work for you. And you can even make money pretty quickly. If that's what your goal is, you can make money in like 4 or 5 different ways with listener support, advertisements, all that stuff is easy. You don't even need to have a large fan base in order to start making money. So if you haven't heard about it, I would definitely go and try them out at anchor.fm, or you can download the app. It's all free to use, free to utilize. You don't have to pay really anything at all at any point unless you just want to do more things, which, there's nothing wrong with doing a little bit more things. But the app itself, the subscription, the membership is completely free. You should definitely check it out if you're looking to make podcasts. Also, they do have and are able for you to subscribe and listen to other podcast users and different types of things on the app. They also do video podcasts, which I'm super excited about because half this season is about video podcasts. So I really enjoy using them. Like I said, you should go check them out if you haven't already downloaded it. And if you're not listening to us through Anchor, you're probably listening to us through like Google, Apple, Spotify, which Anchor distributes everything to them already. So you might as well just use it. There's no reason not to. So like I said, make sure you go to either anchor.fm or download the app to your mobile phone today. So that way you can kind of get a little bit more involved in, making a little bit more money, having a good time, and doing some good podcasting. But otherwise, back to the episode. All right, guys, welcome back from listening to our video sponsors from Amazing Charming, because he's amazing and our video sponsors are amazing. But up next, we have our game that we like to play. Did you hear that?
Yeah. I did. You okay?
I don't know. I don't know.
You still going?
I shouldn't drive home even though we're already home. Yeah, so like I said, up next is our game that we're going to play. Again, it's another new game.
Yeah.
I can't talk. I don't know. Again,
We're playing a new game.
I know eventually I said I would kind of take the favorite games and play them, but look, new games today. So, all right. So today's game is called Things. Things.
And things. That's it.
Things.
I don't know if it's things or things you won't believe the things you hear. No, wait, start over. It's either things or you won't believe the things you'll hear.
I think it's things.
I think it's things too.
Things.
All right, but it looked pretty cool. This I also got from Walmart, just like last week's aromatherapy game. That was nice. I mean, you couldn't really smell nothing, but you can smell the lavender on like the Rolly. But whatever, Rolly. All right,
Good
but
times.
where are the instructions? Are all these words there?
Did you already take them out?
I did take them out. Oh, here they are.
Things.
Things. Things. All right. So, instructions. Bam. So, things. The true object of the game is laughter, which we definitely need.
No, we have a good sense of, we have our own sense of humor.
We have a sense of humor, but things go real down, real south, real fast. So, it's just humor.
Yeah.
But if you're concerned about winning, here's how you play, which we're probably going to modify. In each round, players will write a response to a topic. Your response can be as outrageous or as straightforward as you like. Then take turns trying to eliminate each other by guessing, but we ain't eliminating each other because there's like literally none of us.
For real.
So all y'all gonna get a piece of paper and a little pencil, and then I'll be the reader and I'm gonna read a card. When I read the card, you're gonna write out a response on a strip of paper on your response sheet, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
There we go.
That's how it goes.
Take 3, 4, 5, and step 6 out of here. Damn.
So group discussion. Got it.
In a way, I guess, basically.
A written discussion.
Yeah, we're written discussion.
And I don't think we need to write.
I didn't know we were in school right now.
We are in school. Classes in section. I don't know what that was.
Gavel?
Gavel. But teachers don't have gavels.
No, they don't. That's the judge.
I've been in the legal system more than I've been in the education system.
Yeah.
That's saying something.
And I've done a lot of college. All right, so anyway, the purpose of this game is to kind of lighten things up, but also things.
Thanks.
But also on top of that, because it's a game for friends, about friends. I think it'd be good. We can just talk about, and we can also predict other people's things. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So no, here you go. That's what we do. First thing, things you shouldn't do at a funeral.
Oh. I've done it.
What? Okay, first thing on my mind when you said I've done it with sex.
Yeah, that's it.
That too?
Oh. So that was actually the first thought. Not sex. In case y'all didn't know, we all have a little bit of a sex addiction.
Yeah.
Just put it out there. We all like to do what we do. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not
No.
And
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with sex. What is wrong with the addiction is the reasons why we do it.
Yes.
The reasons why and why we're acting out in that way. That's why, because you can have, it's not about the quality or quantity, it's about the quality. But it's not about the quantity of sex. It's not about the quantity of sex. It's about the reasons why you're doing it. So if you have sex once a year and the reason why you're having sex is because it's your way of
expressing your feelings,
expressing
anything.
of trying to grieve for the loss of your ex-partner, you should probably find a different grieving pattern than just to have sex with somebody. That's probably not the best thing, because you want to have healthy sex, right? Healthy sex that's fun, enjoyable. You want to come back to it, whether you're happy or sad or whatever the case may be.
What do you call healthy sex?
Yeah.
Look, I'm still working on that and learning that. But eventually I'll be able to have healthy sex and fun sex. Healthy sex is
fun sex.
What is healthy sex?
I call it
healthy sex is not at a funeral. I can start by saying that.
Why not?
It's not. No.
A lot of vulnerable people are there. I'll tell you that.
Okay, this is fucking wedding crashers.
Okay, another reason that's unhealthy of why you're having sex is because you're having sex with vulnerable people, because you take that and you get off from it, which that's an unhealthy thing. I'm not
getting off of
judging.
it. He's getting off, and it just happens to be the situation.
Yeah.
He's not getting off of that.
I'm making someone else happy at the same time.
You're making yourself happy.
You're making yourself happy. That's called codependent. I'm just making you happy, but in real actuality, I'm making myself
happy. So
what did you do at a funeral? I need to know now.
What have you
Things
done?
you have done. You won't believe the things you've heard.
He's next.
Oh, he's supposed to be guessing what you did?
Are you going to guess what you've done?
Oh, is that what we're doing?
Well, I mean, I don't know, because the question's on you.
You won't ever guess
And you
what I've done.
like, I don't want to answer. Somebody else has to answer.
I mean,
for me.
no, I can't say that. I feel like that's gonna bite me.
Do you fill somebody up? Is that what?
No. No, are we still talking about sex or something that we did?
Well, you did. The first thing you brought up that you didn't really talk about, but that had us thinking about sex. And in a church too. I'm sure it was probably a church.
Oh, you don't want to go. I don't want to go down.
No. We're not talking about things we've done at church.
I don't want to.
We are not talking about things we've done at church. Unless that's the next
that's another time. That's another place. Not
what's the first thing you did? Peer pressure. Peer.
Hey, that's
So what'd you do?
Peer. What did you do? Peer.
What was the worst thing you done?
Peer. You're like, I can't get up and get that light, put it in your face.
For real. I got a flashlight.
Do it.
fuck you.
Do it.
You think I'm blind? Just blind me even more.
So what'd you do?
Interesting. What are you doing? You fucking taking photos?
No, it was just a flashlight.
He's sending SOS signals.
Yeah.
Somebody help this poor man.
Fuck it. If you don't want to go, I'll tell you the worst thing I've done with somebody at a funeral.
The car says, but okay.
The worst thing that I've done at a funeral was he was my boy who had passed away.
Oh, okay. I thought we
were still in a sex round.
Oh, no.
I thought we were still in a sex round.
I thought
He was my boy.
Charming a little bit too.
Anyway,
I'm just surprised now.
Anyway.
I need to watch out.
So my boy had passed away, and it was his baby mother there. And
I need you to hurry the story out, because I still got sex in my head as long as I'm trying to get that out.
get in there. So we went to the bathroom.
Oh,
We did some cocaine,
okay.
and then we fucked in the bathroom.
I don't know which is worse.
That was the worst thing I've done ever at a funeral. That was pretty bad.
I think you should do it at a funeral.
Oh,
Do cocaine and have sex with the dead's.
they were no longer
Wife.
together. Another thing.
Did she still wear a ring?
No, they weren't married. That was just a baby mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing.
Yeah, that's okay, right? No, nothing about their daughter being out there probably sad about the dad. And no judgment.
It's
But
a
I'm just
judge-free
saying,
zone. This is my.
That's why I had
speaking of unhealthy sex, that would be unhealthy.
That was that. Well, no,
It might have been.
Yeah.
It might have felt good, but you know what else feels good? That's unhealthy.
cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that.
This was a long time
cocaine
ago.
feels good.
Yeah.
I don't know if cocaine feels good.
Oh, it's amazing.
But I don't want to know.
No, you wouldn't know. I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, good. So I don't like funerals. I've only been to 2. Probably like 2 since in my life of being able to know death is like too much for me to like look at. Or just if I'm ever suicidal and y'all need to get me out, take me to a funeral. No, don't do that.
When I was, I think
because now when I'm learning about people dying, it's just it's a whole different thing than I ever would have thought that I would think of. Yeah, so don't do that. I don't know though, because funeral, like death is when I just look at death in the eye. But no, I wrote a blog earlier this year titled "I fell in love with death before myself."
Ooh.
Bro,
I knew.
bro.
Okay. Okay. Damn, that's dark.
Bro, it was.
I mean, we talk again.
Dark.
We do some dark stuff.
It was dark, bro.
But no, that sounds dark.
It was dark. It was very real too. But that was that. But funeral, I don't know. I just kept. It's like funerals and hospitals.
Don't bother me.
Yeah, I hate it.
No.
I hate it. Yeah.
Wait. Go ahead, Rigo. Your turn.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you one. I don't.
We already know the other.
It's not. I guess
Unless
it's not
there was
the worst.
unless the sex part was
It's
not
not-
the craziest part of the sex story.
So that for me
I
was
was-
more the cocaine, the craziest part. Yeah.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna tell you
that's
one
a lot to
that
take in.
wasn't about sex. All right.
Yeah,
but
perfect.
I almost burned a funeral home down.
What the fuck?
And then happened.
Wait.
Wait, was
Before
there
you
a
get-
funeral going on?
That's what-
Yeah, there was a
that's
funeral.
what-
There was
that's
a
what
funeral.
wanted
I was
to
at
know.
a funeral. Okay. And I was
Okay,
I was
that's what I
smoking.
wanted.
I was a kid. I was fucking just joking around.
That's not a joke.
Yeah, I know. I have dark humor. All right. I got worse things.
How did you
than
do that? How did you almost do that?
Because I went to a different room that it wasn't the bathroom. Because then they would have, someone, my cousins or some other family would have.
Oh, you almost accidentally burned.
No,
smoking.
I started a fire in a room. By accident.
So about to ask if it was a
Whose funeral was it? Was it somebody you know, or you were just like
It was
smoking
it was
at
like
this
a
church?
family kind of
Chilling.
thing. Yeah, it was a family thing. And
Is that when the BPD came in? You were just like, screw everything.
They said, fuck it, just burn it down.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's how I get sometimes. I understand.
well, I mean, it's not. It wasn't on purpose as much.
As much. So it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I kind of get that. It's like when I was cutting myself. I wasn't trying to
Trying to
die
kill
or pass
yourself.
out or
Yeah.
anything like that.
You just need.
But then everyone.
But at the same time, like, the intentions could very much kill me,
Yeah.
or the actions could very much kill me. You know, so I guess I understand that. I mean,
I have
That's right.
I have a very
funerals that day. I'll just tell you that.
you know
well, not that
you know
day
what happened.
because
Or it wouldn't be the same day because
Yeah, it's like how long did it take Travis Scott and them to like get all those funerals planned? Who he said that he would spend a bunch of money on helping with their funerals.
Did he?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Astro
Not
World.
one bit. Here we go. This is I don't know. I was going to say this is a better one, but
Let's
this is a
see.
much more lighter one. But I don't know because I didn't expect that to go the way it did. Things you shouldn't kiss. Animals. Well, no, unless they're pets. You know what I hate? I hate people kissing my baby. I mean, I don't have a baby.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
But if I did have a baby,
I'm sorry.
I would hate for people to kiss my baby.
I do.
Don't even touch my baby. I don't want your nasty hands on my child.
She's so cute.
And
I love dogs, though. I love dogs. Bro, I fucking love dogs, bro.
Got it.
I do.
Don't
I
touch
do.
you know who you shouldn't kiss? Baby mamas at a funeral after doing cocaine.
I don't agree with that.
We know that now.
I wouldn't kiss your baby mamas. I just promise that.
No, okay.
okay.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I mean,
So-
I don't have a baby mama. I almost did. Actually, You probably did kiss my almost baby mama.
He's saying no comment.
I don't know if you ever kissed her. Why not? Did you? You did? My almost baby mama? You do?
We did.
You did? Yeah, okay. That's okay.
Good for you.
Did you do it before? Did you do it after doing coke in a bathroom of a funeral?
No.
Okay, well that's healthy.
Okay.
Healthy
Things you shouldn't
skills.
kiss.
Is it
Things you shouldn't kiss. You don't have to.
Is it when we're drunk? When we are
Dead
high?
We talk
you
go back to funerals.
Funerals.
Yes. Oh my God, this is not good.
COVID victims.
Yeah. What else? What else should you not kiss?
There's a lot of things you shouldn't
You
kiss.
shouldn't kiss a pickle in a bar.
I don't know how to take it from your perspective.
For real,
Yes,
I went behind to the right. I was like, what do you mean by pickle?
Actually, we're not going to talk about that. 'Cause that has something to do with what happened yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's the one who brought it up.
Yeah. I did think about that. I was thinking about an actual pickle in a bar because last week at karaoke, I got a pickle and I kissed it because I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen a pickle in so long. And I kissed it in a bar and everybody looked at me like I was weird.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I guess it is weird. But it's what's even more weird is kissing a pickle in a bar in a different way. Like 3 days later. We're done.
Next.
And scene.
Things you never hope come back into fashion. Bell-bottom jeans.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, no. Like there's some people who can rock them, like the boy in Cruella. Yeah, and have you guys seen Cruella?
No.
I got kids. You ain't never seen Cruella?
I heard it.
Oh, okay.
Really good. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I need to watch it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you would show your kids.
101 Dalmatians.
Dalmatians, yeah. I mean,
It's
if
not
they
really
see
about
the
101
cartoon.
Dalmatians, but Cruella's still good for
I heard it.
kids.
No,
I don't know if it's
it.
good for kids because she
No, one of my boys said that shit was good.
almost burns down. It was amazing. It was
He said
amazing.
it was really good.
I wanted like half of my podcast went to talking about that one day.
No.
It was really good. But anyway, yeah, bell bottom jeans. What else?
I gotta say, the Jerry curl. Like the heavy duty. I'm talking about like the Prince Jerry.
Like
curl.
long hair, full
Yeah,
hair,
like
not
coming
like
to
grow
America.
my hair out
No,
a little bit and
I have curly hair, but I'm talking about like the Coming to America Jerry curl with the soul glow. Like, don't get me wrong.
what if I want to grow my hair out and do that? I looked good with the little bit that I had in there.
Preferences, man. Hey, I'm not here to judge you. I just.
I feel like the next thing I say is
enjoy
gonna
my
judge me
hair.
as fuck.
I got tight curls. I really like. I
Yeah.
enjoy curls. There's nothing wrong. But like the actual, like the authentic curls. I'm not talking about like I'm going to.
Authentic, does authentic mean real? Wait, you don't like the real Jerry curl?
No. Like if you have tight curls, that's cool. Like, but I'm talking about like the Jerry curl. Like I'm going to put oil and grease and soul glow into my.
That's what you don't like.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Nah.
That's what I'm talking about. I used to relax my curls, you know.
No, but you can put product in your hair. There's nothing wrong with putting the product in your hair.
But I'll show you a picture.
So like I'm talking about like if you got like bangs and like shoulder length fucking curls that are tight that are just long like that, like that's a bit much.
Go back to my college days, even before college when I was in the Marine Corps.
Rock, I'll show you what my Jerry curl look like right now, man. I just gotta wet it a little bit, curl it up a little bit. That's all it takes. But
What about you? What don't you hope come back into fashion?
oh,
Rigo Porto.
Ed Hardy t-shirts.
What
Ed Hardy t-shirts.
What's like the like
tiger.
real rapping?
Yeah, the tiger.
Yeah.
And the pants.
Oh my god, with the
The
pants.
pants,
Oh my
yeah.
god, that's no different times, man.
Yeah, what don't you hope come back into style? Rigo
What's
Porto.
called this fucking shoulder pads that fucking stick out. They're like from the jacket.
Dang.
Those are ugly, bro.
Yeah.
First off,
Those are
not the Irish one.
Those are ugly.
But some drag, I know there's a drag queen. She has like some of the best like little outfits with them. They look real cute. But I guess I don't want to walk around saying.
Yeah, I was about to say, would you want to be? Would you be wearing them?
Nah.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't find it. I'm about to find it later.
Yeah.
Things you shouldn't do at a party.
There's a lot of things you can do at a party, though.
There's a lot of things you can do at a party. I mean, that are socially acceptable. Yes, things you probably morally, individually should do. Lots of things you shouldn't do, like
what kind
that.
of party we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know this like party. You know that like whole party. You guys probably don't know because I think it's a gay thing. There's like that whole party thing with the capital T. Meaning like I think that means I don't know what it means, but like people would be like, "Do you party?" And at first, before like I was like understanding what that meant, I was just like, "Yeah, I party." And I think people took that as the party that they know. I don't know, but I assume it means like you do drugs, a lot of drugs, and like have sex and like do other things like rage and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. But
So when somebody asks me if you party, like that's like one of it's like that's one of like the social cues for like cocaine, like a party.
Cocaine?
Yeah, like AD party.
Yeah, the flick.
Booger sugar.
Cause you sniff it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't do drugs often.
I did put drugs in the trigger warning, right? Yeah. Trigger warning. We talk about drugs. Oh, wow.
I don't do drugs now because I'm a Marine.
Yep.
But
We don't.
But
I always love that. I don't do drugs now because I'm in military. That's the only reason why?
not because
The only reason?
not because it's gonna kill me one day. No. Just because
That's like it's like me saying, yeah, I don't have sex with people because my mom didn't want me to be gay. What? You know you can have sex with people, right?
Oh man.
She told me only virgins get in the heaven.
Like, and if you're not a virgin, that means you're gay. Huh? I didn't have sex with women.
Okay.
I don't think either of the two of us answered this question.
No, we didn't.
I've done a lot of things at a party, though.
I've done a lot at a party.
You know what you should do at a party?
Acid. Oh, you.
Piss on your best friend
Ooh, when you're drunk.
while they're asleep
Yeah.
and while you're drunk.
Yeah.
Have you done that too?
Wait,
Bro, we don't want to say. Yo, it was a Halloween
when
party
you're
in
fucked
college.
up, though. You're fucked up.
Yeah, it was
you're
a Halloween party in college.
I've never pissed on a person unintentionally.
And you weren't fucked up.
I was not fucked up.
No, not to the point where you need to use the bathroom that bad.
I don't think it was unintentional. I mean, I was drunk and I was blacked
We
out.
didn't know.
I woke up from under the table. I stood up. I kicked my friend's leg open, like I was kicking up in the toilet. I love you, Michelle. You shouldn't do that at a party.
Just kick the lid open. It's her fucking leg.
And she like woke up and she was like, no.
Yeah, no, I
And everybody else in the party was just like,
yeah, no, now I'm triggered. I don't know how I feel. No, I've never.
You never have?
Not at a party.
it was a Halloween party, right? And the slogan of the night was, he came at, so I went as Magic Mike. He came as Magic Mike and left as R. Kelly.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. He said, "Left us R. Kelly." Trigger warning. Right there, right now. That was it.
No.
Christ.
Yeah, I don't know. I pee a lot when I get drunk.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
That's
I have
everyone,
control of me, apparently. Because I peed on, like, a lot of different things on that. Like, y'all see those cords? Like, imagine that, like, times 5 with an entire entertainment system and a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I walked over to that and peed all over it.
Would have killed you.
Yeah. Then, so, like, you know, like, the stanchions, like, in rich people houses, like, they have stanchions sometimes.
Yeah.
I pissed on that, too.
That's there for the calling, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I made it up. And I think that was like the 4th time I woke up in the night to go pee. And then there was another time I woke up and I just put my pants down and I just walked around looking for the bathroom, just pissing everywhere. And then the 5th time, somebody finally got me before I did anything. As soon as I got up, And apparently it was like 8 o'clock at night. I had already been toasted. Like that was back when I used to drink Everclear.
Oh, God.
Just Everclear and like a hint of some juice just so that people wouldn't think I was alcoholic. No.
I got it. I know what you're not supposed to do at a party.
What's that?
You're not supposed to clog the toilet.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's probably how we
started. Walk in on that.
I walked in on that.
Yeah.
Where
No.
and again, where it's one of those moments where like I need to fucking piss, and then you open,
So
and then
you
you
just gotta,
open
like,
it,
It's
and
clogged.
then you open it, and it's just like the top, and then it's just like right here, like just grazing the rim. Like if you add anything to it,
Would you
all the shit is gonna.
at that point in time? Would you
I use
piss
the
in the
sink.
tub?
I use the sink.
Why the
Why?
sink?
Yeah,
Why
not
the-
the tub.
Right. It's
At
like
least you can
acceptable to
fucking
piss in
clean
the
it.
tub.
Like,
I mean, we were already there. I mean, the fucking toilet is already full of shit. You think they're gonna give a fuck about the fucking piss in the sink or the toilet? It was fucked up. I know. Fuck that house. I don't care. Next card.
All right, last card. Things that are fake. Exes. I got a lot of vendetta towards exes.
Oh, you know mine.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I mean, should I? Probably not. Have I forgiven them? I've forgiven them. I just got, I had to think a lot of times.
Wait, so like things that are fake, like, what do you mean? Like
yeah.
my animosity towards them?
I don't know. Maybe your animosity towards them fake?
No, I hate exes. no, absolutely not.
I think I hate exes so much only because of what it makes me feel like later on. Because it's like, when I get triggered, it's like, man, I miss that person so much. It's like when I'm driving through Charleston, I was like, I'm like going to pick Emily up. I'll like drive down like all the streets that we used to hang out and do stuff on. And then I'm like, oh, and I'm like, I hate him so much.
Yeah.
He could have just stayed with me and not ghosted me. I'm not that bad of a person. I mean, I was going through a lot. I went into inpatient while we were together. That was like 3 months in. And then you heard me every day. It's like, how are you doing? Well, I'm okay, but I think my boyfriend's cheating on me.
Yeah.
He hasn't talked to me in like 2 days.
Exactly.
Game over. Fuck.
Every time.
Yeah, literally.
It's like, all right, we're going to go into this right away. Charmy should just go first.
But how you doing this morning? I need it. What we used to call it?
It was a check-in.
No, yeah, but when you wanted to talk about your day.
Process. Yeah.
Every day. Yeah, I know it's been a day. I didn't get a text from my boyfriend, so I need to process it. Whoa, it's 5:30. What the fuck?
We just got here. Not everyone's here already.
Yeah, we still signing up.
I'm still at Starbucks fucking getting my
First off, I'm still late even though I'm already processing. I could not show up on time for nothing, bro. I swear, I tried my hardest to show up on time. Bro. It'd be like, hey, I'm going to be late. How long you think it's going to be? Like, I'm only like 20 minutes away. So I'm like still in the bed.
In Buford still. I'll be there in like 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
I was crazy into that man, though. I was crazy into that man. I said that every day. He's like, I remember the day I listened to that one song. It was like, do you not love me anymore, or do I love you too much? And that was when I was like, you know what? I'm just going to text him and just, since he don't want to answer my phone calls or nothing, I'm just text him. It's over. Man, that song got me through that decision to just be like, screw you, screw this. So yeah, exes.
Okay.
Screw exes.
Mine is bootleg DVDs.
Oh yeah, those are pretty fake. I hated those. Bro.
Because you get a good copy and it's just like
It's some point.
the flea market and everything, getting those fucking.
oh shit! So in New York, we used to have these guys that used to come in. We call them little DVD chinitos.
Yeah.
They used to come in like, yo, I got that booty tang. I got that freaking scary movie. We like on bootleg DVD. Bet fresh out of the movie theater, we want it. as dark as you could go on the screen. Like if you turn the brightness all the way up, it's still like
dark.
squinting to see this shit. Like, no, I spent $5 on this crap ass freaking DVD. Fuck you. Nah, bootleg DVDs. Bad quality bootleg DVDs. That's my big hatred.
We used to have all the bootleg DVDs, and I think after so long, I built up like a taste aversion, to them. Where it's like, no,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
take that off.
Like even like I got a streaming website. Some of the movies that they play on the website, they got like the camcorder footage.
Yeah,
it's like fuck this. No, that shit just it literally.
You said a streaming website, and the only thing I could think of was porn. It's perspective, you know. We all know.
I got
goes on in my brain.
Movies, bro.
But
yeah, real movies.
And I know, but see, that's yeah. Like streaming platforms like Netflix and like illegal like torrent type things.
Yes.
But that's the first thing that came to my head.
So about that addiction that we were talking about.
Perspectives can change based on things that people are going through.
Just fake people.
Fake people. I
like
feel like
therapy. Therapy.
No,
some people. That's why I didn't go back. That's why I didn't go, because I thought they were gonna say the same thing they said to you.
Me.
Because of fucking how I was late.
I have not gone.
I went back for y'all.
That one day,
yeah.
And it was just like, yeah.
And they're like, oh, sorry, you didn't actually graduate. You didn't actually complete the program.
Well, I never presented my last mask or whatever thing, right? And I was like, they said you're graduated, you're here. I'm like, I don't believe
you still have your masks?
I do.
Did you finish your mask?
My last one was my first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But because you didn't do the other one, or you just...
You didn't do two?
No, I didn't, because it's like, why am I going to make a new mask if this is
You're
what
still
I want?
not. That's the thing. Like, they made,
Like,
made the second mask, and they were like, you have to be, like, you're still going through it. Like, I'm still not recovered from the first mask. What do you mean?
Like that's why I didn't do the second mask.
I've never recovered at all, and y'all are kicking me out, and I graduated.
I don't feel any kind of better.
And then your explanation is, well, we didn't want to tell you because you're still so symptomatic.
Well, so why am I done?
How am I done? How am I done with this? It's been three and a half months.
Like, whose logic is that? Like, no, you didn't graduate, but
we didn't want to tell you because you're going through so much and your symptomology is so strong.
Why?
And you're not.
But I'm done.
So then why am I not here? No. That's like it's like you're going to jail and then being like,
that's what I'm saying.
So you feel better? Yeah, I'm gonna go kill my ex-wife because I only killed everybody else around her and I didn't get the chance to kill her. But I'm gonna kill her and maybe a few other random people. Oh. Okay. And then you go do something and then you're back and they're like, yeah, I thought you were ready to go. Then you said this and I didn't want to die, so I just let you leave.
Yeah, we just what? But I'm sorry, you can't be incarcerated here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
oh God, right? But if ever you need anything,
we're here. Yeah.
Just call.
Remember,
don't call.
Our wardens are always here. They just aren't here to help you.
They're here for everybody, but you already here. So
Did you ever hear that story of it was like this morbidly obese chick or dude or whoever it was in the hospital for like their health, and something happened to where like they really needed to be there or whatever, and they ordered pizza to the hospital to eat, and the hospital kicked them out because they said you're not trying to get better. You can leave. I was just like,
it's America's health system right there.
I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I was like, that's like a firefighter showing up to fight the fire of your house and then being like, oh wait, so we found out that you left the heater on. So yeah, we're not gonna put that fire out. Sorry. You did it. You should have been more responsible.
You're standing outside your burning house smoking a cigarette. Oh, you smoke.
Oh, you smoked.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. You obviously don't care about fire and things burning down.
Oh, man. God damn, man.
Okay, well, I was thinking about, we should do a part 2 because we already got into a lot of stuff today. We should do a part 2 and talk about our masks.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Yeah.
Another day, hope soon because I'm leaving.
You're going.
Leaving. Tennessee.
Oh, like officially?
Yeah.
Like when?
I'm trying to be there before January 8th.
What the fuck?
Yes, did we just talk? Oh, was that you that just talked to that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay, guys. So anyway,
It's like surprise.
you'll get a part 2, most likely. But we talked about some stuff today, and I don't want to overwhelm these guys, and I don't want to have too many nightmares because I always have nightmares after these episodes. So hopefully you enjoyed our banter and our chat today. And if you learned anything, you learned something. If you didn't learn something, well, now you have a little bit more perspective into our lives and who we are. But with that being said, I want to give a thank you to... It's okay.
Fuck you.
I want to give a thank you to everyone who's made it to the end of the video. And a special thanks to anybody who joins the community, likes and comments and shares this with their friends, family, and with their loved ones and people who need it. You know, you can always check out our content online, all those different kinds of things. But I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all for being here and sharing.
For having us.
Yeah, and I'm glad that it wasn't too much for y'all, even if it was. Hopefully y'all don't have nightmares, but for you guys, thank you. Make sure you check out our rest of our content and check out our latest videos and all these different types of stuff. So y'all have a fantastic week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. That's a spider right there.
And I'm out.